have a speaking, an in-person speaking engagement locally here. It's a business association, and I need to share that on social media because I forgot that I didn't realize, like, you know, they're talking about their speakers, and when I finally like looked at the agenda, because keynote speaker, me and someone else, I'm like, keynote, what? So I gotta get that ready, and then I'll have a booth there, and I'm gonna have like a drawing and everything. So I ordered a few things on Amazon for the drawing, a Rocketbook, and also and some Rocketbook beacons. So then I have in October, I've got a big business expo. So I'm going to have a table set up there too. So, and those are kind of, I'm doing those because I wanted to prepare for November, because November is kind of my big event that I'm working towards. So,
what are you doing to get the most out of the visitors to your table on your speaking engagement?
I haven't fully decided yet. So I've got where like I'm going to do like a raffle drawing, and I'm going to get their information so that I can follow up and have my sequence go out to them. And instead of like just having a little drawing thing, I ordered one of those big gold raffle drums. And it's pretty big. I didn't realize it's going to be that big. So so ordered that to go on my table so it looked nice and be like, oh look, it's, you know, so I've got that. And then I've got lots of I don't know if I got a big huge banner done and several other things. So yeah. Just
so I know you're using your UTM codes.
Mm-hmm.
Are you doing offline with your UTM codes? Offline tracking with your UTM codes?
I'm not sure.
So, for instance, if like you could, and maybe it's too late to tell you this, like on your pen, you could have your bizwatchdog.com/pen.
Okay, yeah.
That passes through a UTM. Okay. So that when Google Analytics would show up as, hey, this is from the pen.
Mm-hmm.
Or you could do
and like so I could set up a UTM code, tracking code, and then use Pretty Links to have that that whole tracking code. Yeah.
It's not focusing well.
Yeah.
But I have on my pen, sorry, there's a cat in the way. ReliableAcorn.com/pen. That page doesn't exist.
Yeah.
All it is a redirect to a UTM code that goes to my homepage that says, hey, someone looked at your pen and visited your homepage.
Oh, see, I don't know. I had not thought about that. So
so then, you know, I can go back in the history of my company and see how many people, all 6 of them, came as a result of looking at my pen.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And so I know that pens were just not a good use of my money.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I mean, you can do the same thing with like, hey, you know, visit this while you're speaking, give them a short URL to visit your site. Now you know they heard you talking.
Yeah. Yeah. So, well, what I'm doing, so now, so I'm talking about the table. So now when we're at the event I'm speaking, I always do a drawing there when I'm speaking. And those go into a separate drawing and do something. I have their information there. So those are the ones that saw me speaking and like actually, you know, took action and entered my drawing. So that'll be a separate drawing for like a 30-minute Ask Me Anything Zoom call.
Another thing you could think of, I don't know what email system you're using.
G Suite.
Oh, MailChimp?
Oh, yes, MailChimp. I'm sorry. Yes. Yeah.
For these emails, for the email addresses you'll collect. So you could look into using AdRoll as a remarketing system And what it can do is it can target everybody with those email addresses and serve up your ads to people with that email address
Ah, yes.
to remind them, or even you could give them a coupon, and that coupon will follow them through the internet
Mm-hmm.
because you have their email address.
Yeah.
And so you can do all kinds of cool things like, I want people who visited /pen who I don't have their email address yet to sign up. I
Yeah.
want only people who I have their email address to get the discount. Otherwise, they should go to. But you can set up an AdRoll remarketing campaign, thanks to Google Tag Manager, really quickly and easily and pretty cost effectively.
Mm-hmm.
And what I like about AdRoll, unlike Google remarketing, is they don't have a minimum. You could start really small. And always pay per click, not per impression. And you can really squeeze more out of all those people because you keep your message in front of them even after the
Okay.
event. So I'll if I'm speaking at a really big event, I'll have an AdRoll campaign trying to get more people to sign up for my email list.
Say that again.
Sometimes when I'm speaking at a big event,
Mm-hmm.
I'll have a bunch of people. I have an AdRoll campaign set up that sends people to sign up for my email list who maybe haven't yet.
Yeah.
Right. So that way, so obviously, let's say when I spoke at WordCamp EU, I did not do this for EU, but I could, a lot of people will visit the page I tell them to go to at the end of the talk. Great.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if I have an AdRoll campaign set up, I've cookied them, and now I can send them ads as they peruse the internet that basically say, hey, don't forget to sign up for David's email. Hey, don't forget to sign up for David's email. Do it right here, right now, while you forget. And now you can get a few more emails, or you could give them a discount. Like you have a product that you're selling, you could give them a discount to incentivize them to do something, to take an action.
Yeah. Okay.
But a remarketing tool like AdRoll could be a really good thing.
Okay.
Get more out of your talks, especially because there are going to be people visiting your site just to investigate you at the conference. We'll remind them afterwards when they're home.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Hey, don't forget, you wanted to do this. You've already said you wanted to do it, right? You've already visited. Yeah. So
yeah. Okay.
It might be worth it to get a little bit more out of those.
Yeah.
Have you created an email marketing plan?
So that's on my, I'm definitely going to be doing it for the next two. I don't know. I'm trying to do it for the one next Friday, but I haven't finished it yet. So
I say this to myself. So I'm preaching to myself right now. Like when I don't have a plan of what I'm going to email about next, I don't do it.
Yeah.
And so I waste all these wonderful email addresses I have because I don't plan of what I would like to say.
Yeah.
So it might be worth your time to sit down and say, okay, if I could send 6 emails once a month for the next.
Well, I typically have been sending emails weekly.
There you go.
But the last couple of weeks have been just hectic and I haven't gotten it done.
Yeah.
So that is what I had been doing. And typically what I would do is, anytime I would think of something, I would put it on my list. And so I didn't necessarily have to do it that week, but it was on. So I had several, and I know I still have a few more on there to do. So, I'll have to see. Maybe I can write something about your new website and your email address.
Learn from my mistake. Yeah. I mean, Anyway, I'm just throwing out some of the ideas that I try to use when I get good opportunities like you have.
Yeah.
To make sure I get the most out of it rather than hope people who give me their email address, or
Mhm.
you sign up and they're not just interested in the free giveaway.
Yeah, well, and so typically I will have and I will by next Friday have like an email sequence that goes to thank you for joining me. Thank you for either watching my speech, or thank you for coming by my table. And from there, and then a couple after that, I'm not sure what they're going to say right now, but I do that, and then after they go through the sequence, then they'll get my weekly emails when I send those out.
Good.
So yeah.
I mean, I'm excited for your really good opportunities. I want this to succeed for you. And
Yeah.
I,
Well, I didn't realize when I signed up for the one that's next Friday that I was considered a keynote speaker. I thought there were more speakers. So it's like, oh, okay. So that's good. But yeah. And then the other one I'm doing is just a big business expo. It's one here locally, and I've been in the past, and it's a huge event, tons and tons of people. So and for that, probably I'm going to talk about my Google My Business, but then also I'll probably have like my virtual business card and have like a event special for it. So yeah.
good. Yeah, that's great. I'm jealous of all your opportunities.
Yeah. So, and the main reason I'm doing the expo is because I want to have another event before November where I'm going to that, because that's going to be my one. Even though like number wise people there, the expo is bigger. The one in November is like my target audience.
Right.
So that's why for me it's more important. So yeah. I've got all kinds of things I've gotten ordered to get my table in already. So I'll have to, once I get everything together, have to show you. I'll let y'all know in October I have my table and I've got all my stuff out for it. So yeah, I'm excited.
Cool.
Yeah. So.
Oh, I was gonna say, I just remembered one other thing that you might check before you do it.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure you're getting emails from your website forms.
I've already checked that.
And make sure your goals are tracking in Google Analytics.
Okay.
Just double check it before all this, because it would be a real shame to get a bunch of contacts and be like,
so
crap.
Yes. And so I'll tell you, I actually went in a couple weeks ago and checked my contact form, and evidently there was one that I don't know that came in and I didn't see it. And so I did go back and respond, but it was like, it wasn't too terribly long ago. But I saw there were numerous ones in there. I was like, yep, I got that, responded. I got this, I got in touch. We had a call, we did this. And then there was one, I'm like, who's this? And it was something that just came in, and I don't know, I missed it, but I think I went into my email account and had set up something that would like flag it when it comes in, so that I then know that it came from my form.
As I say it, I wonder if I've gotten.
Well, it was interesting because so when my website first went live, I had so much form spam. It was ridiculous. And so I have my sites on Convesio hosting, which I really like, and they have something called Human Presence. It just like zinged all of that nonsense. And so now I pretty much only get valid things. I had reCAPTCHA on there as well, and it was still coming in.
Yep.
So, but anyway, yeah.
Okay, good. I haven't missed anything.
Yeah. I need to probably go back and double check mine. I'll do that as soon as I yeah. So yep, do that next.
All right.